Good morning, everybody. My name is Luke. This is the Outdoor Gear Review, and right here...
Hello.
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 We have beautiful Susie. We are on a road trip to the Great Lakes. Madison is about to graduate from Navy Basic Training.
Yay.
Yeah. So very, very cool. We've been on the road for roughly 4 hours. I've been driving in the dark. I'm tired. Got up at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's now 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Halfway there in Kentucky. Kentucky is beautiful.
It really is beautiful. Yeah. So far, things are going great. We just stopped to fuel up, grabbed a cup of coffee, and now it's my turn to drive. So,
Have we seen or had any strange experiences so far with this trip?
probably the weirdest thing is that when we hit Tennessee, there were tons of people just walking down the side of the road, and we're talking 4 a.m., you know?
Yeah, it was almost like a caravan of people in the middle of nowhere. I mean, this isn't like in a town or a city, just on the side of the road, middle of nowhere, and they weren't all together. It'd be
No.
like one guy by himself, 2 people, 3 people. I don't know. That was strange.
Weird.
Yeah.
And I'm so, tired I can't think. Were there other things? I'm tired.
There was something else, but what was it? Yeah, there was something else, but
We'll have to come back to that.
our brains don't work.
So.
We're tired.
We actually need to hit the road again.
We are 353 miles away from... Where are we going?
We are headed to Fort Wayne, Indiana, and that is our first stopping point for the day, for the night. That is the first part of this trip. So,
Yeah.
let's go.
Now guys, this is a 2-part series. The first part is our adventures getting to the Great Lakes. The second part, seeing Maddie and going home. We are going to have a ton of fun with this adventure. We are going to some really cool places. It's going to be awesome. So guys, stay with us. Let's hit the road. Now, our vehicle is a Hyundai, is it
Elantra.
Electra, I don't know what it is, but you know, the car itself is not that bad. The condition of this thing is pretty poor, The guy, well, the rental place, we got it from Hertz.
Yeah.
From Hertz. The guy said if we spilt a cup of coffee on the seats, we would be doing him a favor, and this car a favor, because like it's so stained up, scratched up, I don't know.
Basically, the coffee on the tan seats would make it look better because it would probably dye it all the same color. He kept blaming it on sunblock. I guess people driving to Florida covered in sunblock. I'm not sure what he was talking about really, but...
Yeah, so far this adventure has been really good. Just driving through the night. We left the house about 4 o'clock. Been on the road for about 4 hours. So far, so good. Yeah, we cannot wait to see Madison. From what we hear, she's been excelling at basic.
One letter, she said things are pretty freaking awesome here. I mean, how many people go to boot camp and say that?
Definitely true. She was selected by her RDCs to rank up. Go, Maddie. Doing awesome. So proud of you. Cannot wait to see you. Let's see. Tonight, she will start Battle Stations 21. That is going to be a ton of fun for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a long night. It's going to be stressful, but they are going to have a blast. And then tomorrow, we should get a phone call from her saying that she is a sailor. And then we will see her graduate on Friday. We will be able to pick her up from basic, take her out for a couple of hours, and go from there, see what happens. We are outside of Hazard, Kentucky someplace. And guys, there is nobody out here. There's nobody on the roads. We haven't seen anybody in like 10 minutes. This is pretty interesting, actually.
Yeah, it's very quiet.
It is very quiet. Not bad for rush hour, everybody. That's not bad at all. This is rush hour here.
In Kentucky.
Yeah.
Kentucky, I like you.
I do too. The leaves are pretty. It's gorgeous out here. Kentucky really is beautiful. I really do like it here. We are on our way to Lexington. Outside of that now, we'll be there shortly. Now, without a doubt, folks, this is a beautiful area. We are essentially outside of the Red River Gorge, which if you guys have not been there, you need to because it is awesome. Now, we may be checking that place out on our way back. Now, for this adventure here, Susie, the beautiful Susie, she has planned everything to a T, basically till Saturday. So, once Saturday hits, then we'll have to come up with new plans. But until then, we have all sorts of cool stuff that we are going to get into.
We are rushing to Fort Wayne, Indiana. We're gonna be...
Why don't we tell them why that is?
Well, I mean...
Why did we start this trip so early into the week?
It's not early.
Yeah, okay guys, check this out.
It's not early.
Susie doesn't want to tell you this because, like, whatever. We are heading to a yarn store.
Because Luke really wanted to go. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, babe.
Right. I love you so much that we are leaving days early to go to this yarn store, this special yarn store that's only open like one day a month or a week or something or other. So this happens to be like the one day it's open. So we are booking it to get there to see this place because we're gonna have like 2 hours left before they close. You're worth it.
Aw.
Yeah.
Okay, he's right. Yeah, but to be fair, it is on the way, and we have to be at Great Lakes on Thursday. Why not give ourselves a little bit of extra time and be able to rest up a little bit? It's kind of like a treat and a vacation for us both.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna plan, I might have like snuck in a few things like that.
That's too funny. Okay, so we're making our way up to Fort Wayne to check out this yarn store tonight. Tomorrow, we only have to drive a couple of hours before we get to a national park.
Indiana Dunes, the National Lake Shore, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we are gonna check it out. It's supposed to be beautiful, and of course it's the beach, and it's right along Lake Michigan, I believe.
Okay.
And so hopefully we can get some hiking in. We're gonna check it out, and then we have a place to stay that's pretty close outside of Chicago.
Yeah. We just stopped for some coffee, and this happens to be the worst cup of coffee I've ever had.
Oh, it's horrible.
Truly terrible.
So bad.
Yeah, this makes Tasters Nasty awesome.
Yeah, so the nickname for this coffee is peanut butter.
It tastes like a combination of like peanut butter and popcorn. It is gross. That doesn't stop me from actually drinking it though.
Oh, he's just chugging it down. Chug.
But
Whoa.
now, when we got it, of course it was hot. I don't drink hot coffee. Susie spilled it all over herself, all over that seat. I kid you not.
I'm like trying to gulp it, and it's like, so I smell like peanut butter.
She smells like peanut butter. As you all can see, we are cruising through Cincinnati right now. Now, the population of Cincinnati is over 2 million people, and this is a fairly violent city. The chance of being a victim of a violent crime in the city is 1 in 26.
That's crazy.
Seriously, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. So
Yeah.
we are going to continue on. First off, I don't like 2 million people at all. Too much.
No way, we're not stopping.
Heck no. But still, cool from a distance. Cool from a distance.
my gosh, we finally made it to Fort Wayne, and we are at Simply Sock Yarn, which is a place I've wanted to go to for, what do you think, like a year or two?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they have a huge online presence with yarn, but they're only open to the public maybe one day a week, very select days. It just happened to work out that it was on this day, which, you know, we needed to come this way anyway, so it worked out perfectly. I'm super excited to get inside.
Well guys, let's do not delay. Let's get Susan inside right now. This has been a dream of hers for a long time, so Susie, let's go.
Yay!
Yeah! All right, bring it back. All right, Susie, how was lunch?
Oh, it was so good, so good.
What did you have?
I had a pulled pork wrap with fries, and we had some coffee and water, and it was so good.
Now, I had a gigantic barbecue sandwich with brisket on top, some cheddar cheese. It was awesome.
It was like stacked so
It was
high.
huge.
So good.
Now, the only thing that wasn't good is the coffee, and this seems to be a theme here in Indiana. The coffee sucks.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
That's just our experience so far. We're still looking for a good cup of coffee, but don't worry, I have a whole bag of coffee in the car.
Yeah,
so
that's
I'll
right.
just make my own if I need to.
Yeah, what is up with that coffee? The coffee really is just terrible.
It really is.
How would you describe it? Like nutty?
Like watery
Watery?
and nutty.
I don't know.
In a bad way.
What's watery and nutty in a good way?
Like powdered peanut butter.
All right.
Hello everyone, it is day 2 of our adventure, and we will be leaving Fort Wayne, and we're going to head to Indiana Sand Dune State Park. And so our goal is to reach Lake Michigan and check out that cool place. And hopefully today is the day that we get the phone call that we're waiting on from Madison, and it should be, hey mom and dad, I'm a sailor. So we're super excited for that to come in, and excited for the day.
We are still in Fort Wayne, and this city is awesome. I really like it here.
Yeah, we've had a great time.
Yeah, it's very nice. The people are great. The food is great.
The hotel is called True by Hilton, and it's a new, trendy, modern hotel that they've been popping up across the country. And we've stayed at Hilton's before, and this one is a completely different vibe.
And it was very budget. And it was very budget friendly, which is very cool. And it is, my arms are tired, okay. And it is very budget friendly, which is very important for our trip.
That's right.
Yeah, guys, it's been pouring the rain, some thunderstorms this morning, but it is time for us to go. It's time for sunshine and some water. Sunglasses. Other glasses. You guys probably don't know this, but I'm actually blind as a bat. Oh yeah, cool. Susie, let's go. We have roughly 80 miles to go before we get to the Sand Dunes place. Honestly, I have no idea about the Sand Dunes National Park. I have no idea what's so special about it. Susie has pretty much planned this herself, and that's because she's awesome. You really can't deny that.
Don't deny it.
All right, everybody, we have made it to Lake Michigan. I'm blown away. This is like being at the ocean. I didn't realize that it was so big. Maybe that's dumb on my part, but wow, that's not what I expected. And plus, there's this really cool castle-looking thing right over here. We're going to check that out. There's some sand dunes. We are going to do some hiking. It's windy. The leaves here are gorgeous. I'm with a beautiful Susie. Life is good. What's wrong? Are you cold? Is it cold all the time? Is that what they say here?
I don't know.
Probably not, actually. All right, so let's go check out this castle. What is it? I don't know.
It says closed for winter.
Closed for the winter?
Yeah. According to the information here, this really cool building is the Beach Pavilion, and it was established in 1925. In 1929, they got funding, and apparently it had 2 stores and a restaurant and dressing room and even a hotel, but that was removed in the 70s. So that's a pretty cool backstory.
This is pretty cool, everybody. It is nice and windy and cold. And check out the lake. This is a lake. Well, folks, it is awfully cold out here. It's very windy. We are actually going to head back to the car for a few minutes. It is now after 2 p.m. and we are supposed to get a phone call from our sailor with essentially the phone call saying, hey, I made it, I'm a sailor. Also, it's time to eat something, so we will be back to play in the ocean here. Ocean, lake. Guys, this is almost an ocean. I mean, look at this thing. It's awesome. What a shame this place is closed. I would love to explore this building because this thing is cool. This is neat. If I could get in, I would. All right, maybe you guys could see this sand dune right over here. I think we should hike it. Let's go to the top and see what's up there. That boat propeller is from an old shipwreck that took place here. Handful of people died. Pretty crazy. This is gorgeous.
Oh, I love it. It's so pretty.
You know what this reminds me of? When we were in Hawaii, we rented this Jeep. And there was this part of the beach on Big Island that you can go drive to. Basically, it was like a 4x4 trail down to this coast. I don't really remember what it was called. We asked about it, and the guy said, do not take the Jeep down there. And he said that in front of his manager. And as soon as the manager walked away, he was like, but if you do, it's right here on the map. Make sure to wash the Jeep before you bring it back. How funny is that? And of course, we took the Jeep out, four-wheeling. It was awesome. We just about blew that thing up. Not there, driving on top of this volcano, but whatever. That was a good trip, wasn't it?
That was a good trip.
So much fun.
So much fun.
We almost blew up that Jeep.
I think all the Jeeps on that island were having issues.
Oh yeah. That was a cool experience in Hawaii. That was fun. So the question is, folks, what is that on top of the hill there? I don't know, but we are going to find out. I'm not really sure if you're supposed to head up there, but sometimes it's better to say I'm sorry than ask for permission.
Don't give that advice.
That's dumb advice. I will see you at the top. Woo!
So pretty and a really good view. Hello? Hey, Maddie.
Hey, Matto.
Dad?
How are you? Oh my gosh, yay! Congratulations, girl.
We are so proud of you. You have no idea.
I get to wear my cover now and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, you've earned it, honey.
Yeah, you are so strong. We are so impressed. We are so impressed. And guess what?
What?
We're not far away from you.
Did you know that we're 3 hours away from you?
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, we are too.
And I have to tell you that the car's packed full of stuff for you.
That reminds me, I have all your pictures, Mom.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
Well, everybody, we have a sailor. That was Madison on the phone, and she passed basic training. Woohoo!
Yay!
Yeah, she did it. So proud of her. She's very proud. We get to see her Friday and take her out for a little bit.
Yes, so exciting.
Yes.
And it was so funny because 2 of her RDCs hopped on the phone, and I was like, oh gosh, what do we say? And so I was just like, thank you, thank you. I didn't know what else to say. Luckily, you jumped in, so
Yeah.
it wasn't so like awkward, but I wasn't expecting them to jump on the phone.
Sure.
Because she was like, oh, here's an RDC, and I'm thinking they're walking by, and all of a sudden I'm like, hello? And I'm like, hi.
Both of them were very impressed with her. Had nothing but really nice things to say about Madison. I'm very proud.
I'm very proud.
Yep.
Very proud.
Yeah, I mean, that one RDC, it was a female, and whoo, she sounded stern.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah, she sounded stern, very stern. But she said that she tells them that, like, she hates their guts, but she actually likes Madison, but don't tell her. Way to go, Maddie. You've earned your place. Yes.
Yay.
Good morning, Susie.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great.
How was your night?
It was good. Slept really good. Heard a lot of trains, but still slept good.
Lots of trains.
Lots and lots of trains. Kind of different than being back home where you don't hear anything, but
Right.
still we slept great. So we are on day 3 of our trip. We have 3 hours worth of driving today, and basically that's because we are going to avoid Chicago at all costs. So that means going all the way around, and it is out of the way a little bit, but worth it, and I think we'll be happy we did it.
Now, folks, so far our adventure has been great. And here's something funny. This morning I noticed Susie has some paperwork about our trip, itinerary, details, stuff like that, but she actually gave this trip a name. It says Crazy Road Trip 2018. Madison becomes a sailor, Susan visits a yarn store, and Luke gets lucky. That's funny.
And so, as of day 3, we are right on schedule. Everything's going according to plan. We will continue.
That's right. I mean, look at my hair. It goes all the way up. All the way up. Take from that what you will. Now, we have roughly 100 miles to go, but this is going to take 3 hours to do it. 3 hours for 100 miles. We are taking nothing but the back roads, and let me tell you, folks, we are on the back roads. I actually like this quite a bit. It's very pretty. Can't wait to see what we come up upon. So we are in Gary, Indiana, and this must be home to like the adult nightclub scene, because there are adult stores, nightclubs all over the place. I mean, there's one like every 10 feet.
Yeah.
You know, I've been to an adult nightclub one time when I was like 18 years old. I went with my buddy Neil. He absolutely loved it. That was pretty funny, but to be honest, it was probably one of the most seediest, disgusting places I've ever been. Like, it sounds like such a great idea. It's not. It's awful. It was just awful. Maybe there's like higher class than the one that we went to because ours was out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I don't know. Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really bad. One day I will tell you guys a story about all that. It's not good. It's not good. So we are in Illinois right now. We're kind of going through like the suburbs of, you know, who knows where. Let me tell you, this place is special, okay? We just passed like a crosswalk and had a picture, you know, one of those signs where it's like the mom and daughter, whatever, mom and kid walking across the road. It had bullet holes in it. And there was a house that looked like a bomb had fallen on it. And there was a burned out car right in front. But it did have a nice mattress in the yard. That was special. So, yeah, this place is really interesting. I definitely don't want to stop here, Honey Bear. Let's go ask for some directions. Want to?
We're not stopping.
Country folk don't like being in the city.
No. Makes you very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You're just not used to it.
Yeah.
It's just a different way of life.
The good thing is that we can find a liquor store anytime that we want one.
That's
or
true.
need one.
That's true.
That's good.
You can.
Yeah. All right, everybody, we have made it to the Great Lakes. We just picked up our tickets for the Navy graduation. Tickets? Yeah. Susie, what has the driving conditions been like?
Stop, go. Super, super congested. Very, different.
I think if I lived in a city like this, it would kill my soul. I could not do it. I don't know how anybody can do it. I can't imagine not being able to step outside and just having like peace and quiet.
It's so different for you and I. And I don't want to offend or insult because if we were born here, it would just be like second nature. But this is so different for us, and I just can't imagine. I mean, we saw a sign that said, "Get your permits here for a picnic." Like, you couldn't even use this place without a permit. And it's like, here's the forest preserve. And we're like, where is it?
Like, it's not really a forest, it's just like a patch of brush.
It's sad. We saw a lot of like homeless people. Mm-hmm. We had people begging for money when we were stopped at traffic lights. We had people digging through the trash. And it's really sad. There's so many people here. And it's not that we don't have homeless where we live. You know, I know that happens everywhere. But it also destroys like the parks and any green space that these cities have. They're usually pretty nasty.
Maddie, I'm so glad that you graduated. I want to get the hell out of here as fast as possible.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah,
it's different.
Yeah, because we're stuck here, we are going to have a good time. I'm not really concerned about it. We're starving, going to find something to eat now, mess around. I'm sure there's a yarn store around here somewhere, so we will check that out for her. Susie, because I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah.
We made it. It's all good. We're going to have a good couple of days here with Madison, and it's going to be exciting.
Yeah. It's going to be fun, everybody. Whew. Let's see what's around the corner. Now, everybody, we are inside of the hotel room for the rest of the night. We are done. This pretty much wraps up part 1. Part 2 comes up next week, where you guys will get to see Maddie, the graduation, and our return trip home.
Well, so far it's been a really fun adventure. I'm excited to see what the next half brings and what tomorrow brings. It's going to be really exciting to finally see Madison after 8 very long weeks. I'm sure she's a different woman. The fact is that she is a woman. She had a birthday while she was there, so she's 18, and it's just going to be exciting. And I'm excited to see what Luke and I find as we make our way back to North Carolina. So that will be fun. We appreciate you guys tuning in and for all the support.
Strength and honor, everybody. See you guys around.